Don't take my shirt off.
Coach, I'll just start with the housekeeping stuff. Was everyone a full participant today? I think Peyton was probably out.
Yes, obviously the same two, Deuce, Deron Holmes, and Peyton. Everybody else, great practice, great energy. We went hard yesterday, and I was a little worried to see what kind of legs we were going to have today, but our guys came in ready to play, compete, and obviously a guy like that, it just kind of turns the volume up. Spinal Tap to 11. It's great.
What is it about his personality and just the way he carries himself that turns it up like that?
It's just who he is. I mean, it's not something he's trying to be. It's not something he's trying to. One day he's like that. That's every day, and that's what you admire and respect about it, Vic, because that's just how he's wired. And I love it, man. Those are the intangibles, and he pushed his guys in front of him. He pushes his guys on his team, the team he's competing against. I took him out of the scrimmage today. He's a coach. He's cheering on and pushing and demanding more. And the guys in the game, you hear him now. I mean, first guy in the gym every day. I'm in the gym at 8 o'clock in the morning. He's in there working out at 8. Practice doesn't start till 11. So I told Deron Holmes yesterday, man, learn from all these guys. Here's a 17-year vet, Hall of Famer, who's done everything under the sun. And just learn and watch the example he sets every day. So really thankful that Russ is here. But it wasn't just Russ today, it was everybody. Man, it was a really good practice. Guys are competing, working hard, and that's all I can ever ask of them.
Coach, one thing that kind of went under the radar, Mike said that he was up to 236, 237 at media day. I think he plays generally at 218 or so. Was that a surprise to you guys, or was that something that you're hoping to explore with him to bulk up a bit?
Well, I told him today, and Michael Porter smiles, man. He's got a great smile. And I said, Mike, man, you look like a Calvin Klein underwear model right now. This dude is tan, good looking, handsome smile, and he just got muscles on top of muscles. And we have to look at him playing some 4 this year. I mean, again, I think usually it's always Michael at the 3, but using Michael as that stretch 4 could be something that could prove to be very beneficial for us. And to do that, obviously, being stronger. But the one thing I love about Michael Porter, Ryan, is that he may not be in our gym every day, but I never worry if Michael Porter is in the gym working out. That guy's a gym rat. He loves the game. Obviously, he's still dealing with so much from a family perspective, but he puts the time in, and you can tell he put it not only into his craft, but his body as well. And he's been really impressive early on.
Michael, on the note of family stuff, felt like Drew Gordon spent a lot of time around the team the last couple of years. Just how well did you get to know him, and what was he like to kind of just be around him?
Well, I'll tell you what, interesting story, Vinny, is that I coached Drew Gordon before I coached Aaron Gordon. When I was a coach in Sacramento, Drew played in our summer league team. And, to get that news that day, to hear about Drew's tragic passing, I think it really resonated throughout the entire team and organization, because we are a family. And you go to Drew, you go to Aaron, you go to the mom and the dad, the sister, very close-knit family. And to your point, Drew had stopped playing recently, and he had been around the team a lot more. And I always enjoyed seeing him. And a bunch of us went out to Portland this summer to participate in the celebration of life that they had. Which, it's such a weird thing to say at a celebration of life. It was a beautiful event, but a tragic thing to be at. And obviously Aaron honoring Drew by changing numbers. And, maybe we'll do something as a team this year to honor the memory of Drew Gordon. And I told Aaron, Drew has 3 little boys, so bring them around, man. I want them to be around here as much as they want to be. So Aaron is not in this alone. He's got a lot of people behind him who love him and care about him.
Coach, going back to the Gary Harris days, I think I remember a lot of off-ball movement and cutting in this offense around Jokic. Is that something you're hopeful Christian can bring to the starting lineup?
Yeah, I mean, I think Christian Brown brings a lot to the table. He had a great play today, like Hunter and Christian, where some guys are jogging back in transition, and those guys that sprinted by everybody, got behind them, scored in transition. Christian's ability to move without the ball, to attack the basket, to finish. Obviously, the first thing everybody wants to talk about with CB is the three-point shooting. CB is not KCP. We just need CB to be the best CB that he can be. And the thing that he brings to the table is He was a backup point guard at times last year. He can be a facilitator. He can initiate offense. He can move without the basketball. And I think it's going to be a great opportunity as CB and Julian continue to battle. But we know what CB can do, and I have no doubts that he's ready for all opportunities that are given to him.
I asked the players who the best shooting coach is in the game of horse, and they said Popeye's got a hook shot that's unstoppable. Have you seen it? Have you lost to him?
I have not seen it. I have not seen it. I'll have to, have Popeye come out and show me that. Ryan Saunders played at Minnesota.
Yeah.
Rybo was in the league for 9 years, but it was not because of his jump shot. But he was he's one of those heart and soul players. They always do. You would know this, right? They always do like top 50 Nuggets of all time. And when I got here 10 years ago, Rybo was like 49 and a half. And I'm curious, in the last 10 years, has Ryan Bone been pushed out of the top?
I think that changed a little bit. I think that's been altered.
Yeah, I think he's at 50 and a half now. But no, I got to check out Popeye's skill, man. I didn't know that he had a sky hook like Kareem.
Very good.
Go ahead, Dave.
No, I'm good.
Oh, you mentioned the possibility of Mike playing more forward. Would that open him up to potentially staggering more with the second unit, or is that something you still kind of like having Jamal out there, so you have either Joker or Jamal out there most times?
Yeah, I think it's kind of in the flow. We'll kind of see, how things are going, read it. Today was good because we competed a lot. We played around almost 3 shorter quarters, and we switched up the lineups. So we had, wasn't just the starters versus the bench. We had different groupings of players because I think it's important to see Russ and Nikola play together, Dario and Nikola play together, Jamal and Russ play together, Michael at the 4. So there's a lot of things that we're going to try to look through in these first 5 preseason games, and throughout an 82-game season, you'll have ample opportunities to try different things. So we'll see who's out there with that second unit, and kind of go from there and make whatever changes we need to.
One more. Michael, I'm not sure we've asked you about the Olympics yet. Did you get to watch much of that and just kind of marvel, one, at what Nicole was able to accomplish, but I guess sort of just the state of the international game?
I was able to watch some. I was flying to Greece to celebrate my 25th wedding anniversary, and we had a layover in Dulles, which is an awful airport, by the way. I would recommend, if you're flying international, to not make Dulles your stopover. It's stuck in the 1980s, it looks like. But anyways, we're all trying to get on our plane during the USA-Serbia game, and I'm following it, and people around us are following it. We all know that the international game is just growing so much in the last decade when you have guys like Nikola and Luka and Giannis. And I don't know what country Joel Embiid is going to play. That's kind of a weird one, isn't it? But he's from Cameroon. But yeah, there's a global game. That's something that David Stern wanted many years ago, and Adam Silver's taken that, and the game is truly a global game. So, obviously America took home a hard-fought gold medal, and obviously from a personal standpoint, to see what Nikola did, I think the first time in NBA history, correct me if I'm wrong, a player led the Olympics in points, rebounds, and assists. And that's just, something that we've come to expect every night from Nikola, but he's just remarkable on any stage in any setting.
Did the game end before the flight took off?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. But, I was unable to watch it. Following it on your phone is so different. And obviously, it also reminds everybody what Steph Curry is capable of. Because he is just a once-in-a-lifetime type of a player. And he was a big reason they were obviously got that gold medal. So
Following on the phone is what altitude viewers have done the last 5 years.
Jamal, at the end of the season last year, the postseason, you talked about the hunter versus hunted mentality. Do you guys feel like maybe the hunter is kind of back in the air this year?
Yeah, for sure. I think anytime you lose, it kind of brings that side out of you, out of everybody. So I think we're on the right track, and we've had a couple great competitive practices. I just think we're all ready to get it going.
How's just getting back in the gym, getting back into the swing of things?
Good. It's good to see everybody, obviously. Get up and down, have some fun. It's a light vibe in here, so everybody's enjoying themselves, I think.
Jamal, what are your early impressions of Dario Saric?
Good, man. He knows how to play. That's the biggest thing. He knows how to play the game and willing to do whatever it takes to get a dub. So I think he's very versatile. I think he's going to be a great playmaker for us as well, or at least an underrated playmaker. And he's going to be a key part of that second unit.
Any thoughts on that Minnesota trade?
What trade?
Cat to the Knicks, Dante DiVincenzo, and Julius Randle to the Minnesota team. You didn't hear about that?
I'm not on social media.
Oh, really? Well, we just broke the news for you. What do you
I
think?
just worry about us. I don't really care about everybody else.
Jamal, in terms of, just kind of generate under pressure off the dribble, competitiveness, you see any parallels between Russell and what you guys had a couple of years ago?
No. I would say Russ brings his own energy, whether you're with him or not. I think that's the best part. He's just ready to compete, ready to push everybody. I think the greatest part is he holds himself accountable, and he's not just all talk. He goes and he works, and he tries to lead by example as well. So I think everything that he's done and he's doing and will do for us will be great. And I'm just looking forward to kind of getting the atmosphere and going against the other teams and not going against each other all the time.
So do you only catch up on various off-season moves and stuff around the league when you're preparing to scout for a certain team and you see, oh, this guy's on this team now?
No, I'm not on social media, so whenever you guys tell me or whenever somebody tells me something, then that's when I know.
Jamal, it seems like Drew Gordon spent a lot of time around the team the last couple of years. What was he like to be around?
It was great. I don't really want to talk about it right now.
That's fine. Is there a specific emphasis in today's practice?
Not turn it over. Continue to play hard after guys are a little bit tired from the first day. But overall, it's not like your effort or energy is not there. It's not like we're not trying to play unselfish and all that. I think all that's really good. It's just kind of playing a little bit smarter now and taking care of bodies and being ready to come back the next day, ready to go with the same intensity. So, like I said, everybody's locked in, everybody's doing their thing, and just excited to get out there, Abu Dhabi.
You've gone through a lot of training camps before. Just is there a secret to having a great training camp as a team?
Not overthink it, make everybody work. Everybody's locked in, everybody holds each other accountable. Can't always be on the coaches to tell us when we're doing right or wrong. So I think we just done a good job just realizing when we made a mistake and not trying to repeat it. We know mistakes are going to happen, but offensively or defensively, guys are just locked in and just trying to cover for each other. And if we do make a mistake, guys are on the string and trying to help each other out. So I think that's the biggest thing. And not everything's going to be perfect, but how many times can we be good at doing bad, If that makes sense.
Jamal, what are your early thoughts on Trey Alexander? He says he patterns his game after yours.
Really good. I think he needs to be more aggressive. I think he's got all the talent. He knows where he wants to go. He can get there anywhere on the court. He can shoot it. He's a willing playmaker. I'm just going to tell him after this, just to be more aggressive, look for his more. Don't try to, as a rookie, I did it too. You're just trying to feel where you're at, and you have all these guys in here, and you're just trying to work your way into the game and all that. No, I think you just go there and play free and let everybody see his talent, his raw talent.
You've got to be familiar with long flights, considering your visits to Australia. How do you tackle a 17-hour flight to Abu Dhabi?
It's funny because every time I go more than like 12 hours, I just sleep, and I'm only up for 2. So I'll sleep for 10 hours, and then I'm only up for breakfast when they serve it. So I'm good. It'll be smooth for me.
It's pretty impressive.
Not everyone can sleep on planes that easily.
I don't sleep on planes, but if it's a long flight, I'll sleep the whole time. It's crazy.
Thanks, Jamal.
No problem.
Thank you. Initial thoughts on how Michael Malone runs his camp and his practices?
It's been great. Been playing, putting in the right things for me to learn, especially for me, learning new things, plays, concepts. But everything's flowing really well. Very helpful. It's been good. What's up, Drew? You need some, Birdie? All right, cool. I got you. Trying to get some more wisdom from my bed, bro. I appreciate that, baby.
Talking to a lot of guys, everybody comments on how fast you play, how consistently fast you want to push the pace.
Yeah.
Was that something that you're hoping to bring?
Yeah, just being able to keep the pace high as much as I can, keep guys running, get easy looks. It's a part of my game that I'm able to bring. Make sure Julian get open shots, open threes, and that's a part of my job. And I'm able to do that at a high level, and I'll continue doing that, as much as they need me to.
You're playing with a lot of young guys here in Denver. Is that something you find joy in at this stage in your career?
I love it. I mean, I think I said this immediately, like, leadership is the best part of this job for me personally, like real leadership, not like the fake leaders that people call it, but like real leadership, understanding a guy's background, understanding their struggle, understanding their strengths, understanding their family, all aspects of not just basketball, but life in general to me is, the most enjoyable part about this job, just being able to see the joy in somebody else. Like I've said it in years past, like the best thing about playing is to be able to see someone else's success and see them do well. Like I love seeing that more than anything else. Like, so it's the best part about it.
Do you feel like you've already gotten there with some of these young guys?
I'm getting there. I just side conversations, constantly talking to guys, learning even from the rookies to the older guys. I mean, I'm the oldest guy, but to the middle-aged ones, I've been able to learn so much from guys the last couple of days, and I'll continue grabbing guys for lunch, breakfast, dinners, on trips, and we'll keep it going.
Is it unique, just kind of being somewhere where your skill set is kind of unique to the rest of the roster?
Yeah.
As opposed to being in the last couple of stops where your skill set may not have been unique to the rest of the rosters that you were.
To be honest, it was unique. They just didn't put me in a position to make it unique. I was in a position where I was playing not my position, and being able to be here and Coach Malone allowing me to be able to use my speed, use my transition skill to be able to make other guys better. Makes the game easy for everybody surround me, and that's what I love to do best.
Russ, what's the secret to maintaining your athleticism at age 35?
Sleep. No, honestly, man, God willing, just eating right, just take care of my body, doing the proper things in the weight room all year long, staying consistent with my routine, which I've done over the years. And as I get older, I want to be able to still jump as high as I can, run as fast as I can, and I'm still be able to do that at the highest level. And I'm grateful to be able to do that, and I just take my body and my mind and mental state very, very seriously. So.
How would you describe your relationship with DeAndre Jordan?
Oh, that's my brother. Our families are tight. We hang out a lot. We obviously came in the same draft class, but he was able this summer. Me and him was able to work out a lot this summer and condition and body and do things together. So it's been good. So.
Since you asked him about that college matchup the other day, what do you remember most from that game?
I do remember us. I thought we was about to lose, and I played shitty, to be honest. I was probably my worst game of the tournament. I was like, damn, it's about to be my fault we lost. But we ended up pulling it out. Last got a stop. And I remember going to dunk it at the end. It didn't count, but I remember dunking it and screaming my lungs out. And I remember talking mess to DJ at the draft. So.
Do you have a lot of...
How long have you known Peyton, and how excited are you to be able to kind of be hands-on in his development?
I've known Peyton. Peyton actually, before COVID, was playing on my AAU team, Team Why Not in LA, my AAU program that I have. So I've known Peyton. I've known his family for a while as well. So, for a minute, I've been seeing his growth and seeing things he's been able to do. And I'm excited about when he's able to get back on the floor, how he's able to help, what we've already established already. And I'll be good. My job is to be able to help him through that process.
That's pretty cool, man. Is he the first product of your AAU team? Or do you have anybody else?
No. I got a couple. In the league. I'm grateful. We have boys and girls that are professionals. Jared McCain, Adim, who they got drafted this past year. So 2 guys that got drafted this past year. Jalen Green, Cassius Stanley. Man, I could probably have a long list. I got a bunch of guys. That's my program that's been in the league, that played in our program. So I'm grateful for, repping Team Why Not.
Russ, how are you going to tackle the 17-hour flight to Abu Dhabi?
Well, my wife will be with me, so I'm pretty sure I'll be all right.
Thanks, Russ.
Thanks, Russ.